Hey, what's up, everybody? Joe Steele here with Crypto in the House. Thank you for all joining me today. Want to jump in, obviously, right away with some pretty cool news today. So, like the first story I think that is pertinent is Binance froze / recovered about 83% of the Curve stolen funds in the hack. CZ put out a tweet earlier today. Basically, as you can see, we're working with law enforcement to return the funds to these users, but, kind of pokes fun at the hacker who kept on sending the funds back to Binance in different ways, thinking they weren't going to catch on to him. So clearly, or her, but clearly, he's sort of making light of it, which is kind of cool. But hey, if you can see below a couple of days ago, he basically brings up that, Curve had their DNS hijacked in the past hour, malicious contract on the homepage, about a little over 500,000, so far, and monitoring. And, earlier today, it looks like he's gotten a decent, very, very, very good amount back, and we'll continue to watch that. But, he doesn't seem to be worried. So maybe those Curve fund holders should not be as much either, bringing in another Tornado Cash, right? So it sounds like they found a guy in Amsterdam, 29 years old, suspected developer of Tornado Cash. So he's suspected of involvement in concealing the criminal financial flows, as well as facilitating money laundering through the mixing of crypto through the decentralized ETH mixing service, Tornado Cash. Multiple arrests are not ruled out. These advanced technologies are receiving extra attention. And basically, they're going to continue searching for more and pressing this gentleman, I guess, for more information in front of this judge and see what they can get out of him. And we'll obviously monitor that and see where that goes. But, between Curve and this, at least people are being held accountable to a degree for their actions. Ripple did a study here they released, and kind of just some some top line ideas and data about users in different areas of crypto. Basically, they call it big picture, high expectations within institutions for wide scale adoptions of CBDCs, which is pretty cool. Technologies and assets are maturing, with more enterprises leveraging them in various ways, with consumers understanding and owning both crypto and NFTs. They also say blockchain-based use cases and the related benefits continue to multiply at a rapid rate for institutions, governments, and consumers. And then lastly, as it would be expected for what is a relatively new technology, lack of understanding and a slow evolution of regulations in some jurisdictions are acting as a key barrier to greater adoption by just the general public. No matter what country you're based in, people still have questions. People are still uncertain. But as we see more of this, the institutional adoption, we see, your next door neighbor, whoever it might be, to kind of get you to understand the significance of this industry. Hey, it's not a bad thing, but they're seeing some positive upswings in just these general overall categories to begin with. So very cool. I'll link this report into the description so y'all can read it if you want to take some time and check it out. There's an attorney here, a patent attorney, Mike Kondudis, and he basically tweeted out earlier today, pretty cool, that Real Madrid and Barcelona have filed a joint trademark application covering virtual or VR gaming, virtual clothing, footwear, headgear, crypto transaction management software, and more. And he puts a little chart here, or a little graphic here, so you can kind of see like the patent filed, the date, and basically just what he said in his tweet. But hey, that's really cool. Those are two, like, obviously massively huge teams and organizations overseas in the country of Spain obviously is very, very well aware of crypto, according to a report earlier today. I think it was like over 80% of people have just the knowledge of crypto in general. Institutional adoption, whatever, retail, we'll see. Definitely a very crypto enthused country, to say the least, for now. We'll see how other countries try to pick up to Spain's adoption. But yeah, it's pretty cool, right? I mean, anytime a huge teams come out and sort of put these promises of investing in these spaces, it's definitely a cool thing. kind of blending how I go crypto into real estate. There's a company up in the Bay Area. This was obviously a NBC Bay Area. Basically, the CEO says, basically a new way to invest in real estate makes it 10 times easier for people to start diversifying today. It's called Lofty, and you can buy a fraction of a cash flowing rental property for just $50. All properties have, PM in place. Investors start earning rental income on day one. Basically saying like, hey, if you need to sell your investment, there's no lockup periods or minimums to sell. They use the Algorand blockchain, so which is why I was, kind of tying the two before I move into real estate. So, for what your potential, profit could be on a $50 investment. But again, it's giving you the idea that you can get out there and invest in multiple cash flowing properties. Because it's a time save. And I'll do a video on that maybe to break down exactly what they do. But I just saw this pop up, so I thought it was pretty cool. And they're also obviously on Algorand. They're calling that faster transaction speeds, lower fees than Solana and other popular blockchains. I'm sure this audience here is obviously, very well aware of Algorand. But again, for whatever reason, they went with Algorand. No comment on good or bad. We'll see, right? It's very cool though to see, again, like I said, these two worlds of crypto and real estate, I just feel are going to intersect more than most people are even thinking, let alone anticipating, or even maybe care about right now. But I think it is going to be a big part of, they're going to be hand in hand in the very short future. So moving into real estate, obviously realtor.com put out this, the other day, a new normal. The housing market has seriously shifted. Sellers may be running out of time. Kind of like, are we going in a buyer's market? But the chief economist, Danielle Hale, calls it a buyer-friendly direction. Doesn't mean we're a true buyer's market. But, the seller's market, I can attest, is still going strong. But according to her, the clock is ticking and its days are numbered. So she put out a little chart here, seeing new listings are down 8%. But we're seeing still the increases in mortgage rates and median list price and time on the market. We did see those rates dip into the fours, very high fours, last week for a brief minute. And we saw the refinances, like I mentioned on the last stream, are up 4% because people saw those rates dip and they just jumped in and started refining. So, it's interesting to see how the market's going to be. Do I think it's going to be, a seller's market? I think for the houses, when you're looking at the houses that are in really, really good shape, they're desirable areas to people looking to whatever school districts, or maybe they want the view, they want to be close to the ocean, they want to be near whatever. Those houses I don't see as having as many issues as maybe houses that might be less desirable. They need some work. Maybe they're next to a freeway. Maybe they're near the, a train track, something like that, that's going to, deter people. Those houses I feel are having an issue, but I don't really feel like the ones that are in those sort of desirable pockets are really seeing much of a difference, other than less offers, but not exactly, slight price reductions here and there, of course, but nothing like, I don't think it's shifting into a buyer's market right away. But she has a point. Buyers, it could be going in that direction. But again, I think it's just market specific. Obviously, people in Miami and Tampa are experiencing the complete opposite, where everything's just going up and up and up. So something to check out, something I thought was, pertinent. And, again, here's a little chart she put out, realtor.com put out, but, to echo Danielle Hale, listings increased 30% year over year. Total inventory increased just 3.5 year over year. But, it depending in inventory is up. Sellers paused in July. New homes listed declined 2.8% year over year. Median listing grew 16.6 last month. Again, they call it a softening of the price growth. And the time on the market was 35 days. So 2 days less than the year before, 26 days less than pre-pandemic levels. So again, interest rates play a lot of part in that. So again, if you guys like this content, please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel. I live stream pretty much every day, and would love to, get your feedback and, interact with you and see what you think about this content. Again, I do crypto and real estate, and I think that these two, again, are just very important industries that are going to be a lot more hand in hand than people think. So thank you for taking the time to join me on a Friday, and I will see everybody on the next broadcast. Have a great evening, and we'll see you all soon.